Kitilit winning the 800 meters. Now, let's move away from athletics, get into football, and the national football team, Harambee Stars, will be in action this afternoon in the Hero Cup Challenge in India. Remember, their first fixture was against New Zealand, where Kenya got a 2-1 win against New Zealand. Now, today, Kenya is playing the host, India, who beat Chinese Taipei in their opening fixture 5-0, and Kenya will be taking on India at 5:30 p.m. this afternoon, Kenyan time. Then on 8th June, Kenya's final match will be against Chinese Taipei. That is on 8th June. That is in the Hero Cup, Hero International Cup that is taking place in India. These are the fixtures for Kenya. The first fixture, 2-1 win against New Zealand. This evening rather, at 5:30 p.m., Kenya will be taking on the host India. And then on the 8th of June, Kenya will take on Chinese Taipei. And the finals will be played on the 10th of June. Those are the fixtures for Hero Cup. Now let's move away from the Hero Cup and go to the results for the FKF Shield Cup that were played, the matches that were played yesterday. Remember, it was a round of 64, and now a number of teams have qualified to the round of 32. We take a look at the results from the matches that were played yesterday. Now, Kakamega this is rather the Super Cup fixtures. We want to take a look at the FKF Shield Cup first before we take a look at the Super Cup results and fixtures. Remember, the Super Cup is this afternoon, but we take a look at the at the FKF Shield Cup results from the matches that were played yesterday. Remember, 64 teams were in the first round of the tournament, and now we have 32 teams that have qualified to the round of 32. Now, Kisumu Hot Stars got a 2-1 win over Reply. Nzoia Sugar got a massive 7-0 over Dero. Then Nakuru All Stars eliminated River Plate 3-1. Then Kabras United fell 4-0 to Bidco. Then Fortune Sacco fell 1-0 to Mwatate United. We take a look at the other results from the matches that were played over the weekend. Legi Ndogo got a 4-3 win over Atalanta in post-match penalties. Then Mombasa Coast Rangers were 2-1 winners over Balaji. And then Sofapaka successfully sailing through with a 2-0 win over Reunion. And then Vihiga United getting a 5-0 win over Nyamira All Stars. Those are the results from the matches that were played yesterday in the FKF Shield Cup. Now, let's move away from the FKF Shield Cup and shift gears to the Super Cup that is taking place here in Kenya. Remember, we had a number of matches played yesterday, 2 matches on the cards. We take a look at the results from the matches that were played yesterday. Kakamega Homeboyz got a 3-1 win over Yanga from Tanzania. There, of course, Alan Wanga scoring a brace in that match. Then Gor Mahia getting a 3-0 over Jeshi la Kujenga Uchumi from Tanzania with a 3-0 win. Of course, courtesy the goals coming from Medi Kagere, George Blackberry Odhiambo, and Godfrey Walusimbi. Now, this afternoon, only one match is on the cards, and the match starts at 3 p.m. Kariobangi Sharks takes on Tanzania Premier League winners Simba SC. Remember, this match will be at 3 p.m. Of course, we'll be keeping a keen eye on this match to bring you the results in our subsequent bulletins as of who will qualify to the semi-finals. Remember, Kakamega Homeboyz and Gor Mahia are already through to the semi-finals, so either Kariobangi Sharks or Simba SC will be seeking a place in the semi-finals. Now, tomorrow, we'll have FC Leopards taking on Singida United. We'll also be keeping an eye on that match tomorrow to see who qualifies to the semi-finals of the Super Cup that is going on at the Afra Stadium in Nakuru. Those are the results from the matches that were played yesterday, the fixture for today, and also the fixture for tomorrow. Now, let's move to the Super 8 Premier League, where Makadara Junior League's 11-game unbeaten streak came to an end after losing 3-0 to Tuk in their 12th round of the competition at Ngong's Posta grounds. At Makongeni grounds, Javani Mkoya's 11th minute strike was all that Melita Kebira needed to see off stubborn Shauri Moyo Sportive in the feature game of the week. Well, those are the results from the Super 8 League matches that took place over the weekend. Now, this man right here, Leroy Sané, will not be taking part in the World Cup. Reason being, he has been omitted from the Germany squad that has been named this afternoon. That will be traveling to Russia for the 21st edition of the World Cup. Joachim Low left him out after his impressive display for Manchester City, but apparently that wasn't good enough. Of course, the decision had to be made between him and Brandt, who will go to the World Cup. And now Joachim Low named his 23-man squad, and let's take a look at the 23 players that will be in action at the 2018 edition of the World Cup in Germany. These are the players that will represent Germany. Now we start with the goalkeepers. Manuel Neuer, remember he played his first game since September, and his first game was that loss to Austria, where they lost 2-1 to Austria. Kevin Trapp will also be among the goalkeepers, and Marc-Andre ter Stegen. These are the three goalkeepers that will be in Russia for Germany. We take a look at the defenders now. Marvin Plattenhardt will be in Russia. Jonas Hector, Matthias Ginter, Mats Hummels, Niklas Sule, Anthony Rodiger, Jerome Boateng, and Joshua Kimmich. These are the defenders that will be in action for Germany. The midfielders and forwards for Germany: Sami Khedira, Julian Draxler, Toni Kroos, Mesut Ozil, Marco Reus, Sebastian Rudi, Julian Brandt, and Thomas Müller. We also take a look at other forwards that will be in action for Germany for the 2018 edition of the World Cup in Russia: Leon Goretzka, Ilkay Gundogan, Mario Gomez, and Timo Werner. This is Team Germany for the World Cup 2018. Remember, the squad has been named this afternoon by the coach. That is Joachim Low, and the 23 members that have been named are those. Of course, the forwards for Germany will be Ilkay Gundogan, Mario Gomez, Timo Werner, Leo Goretzka, among others. Now, Germany is not the only country that has named its squad today. Let's take a look at Belgium. Now, the Red Devils have also named their squad. Remember, the 4th of June was the last day that the 32 countries that are taking part in the 21st edition of the World Cup in Russia are supposed to submit their 23-man squad to FIFA. Now, the goalkeepers that will be in action for Belgium, the Red Devils, will be Thibaut Courtois, Koen Casteels, and Simeone Mignolet. These are the goalkeepers that will be in duty for Belgium. Now, we go to the defenders. Lots of big names here. Tony Alderweireld will be in action. We have Vincent Kompany, who injured himself in the friendly against Portugal, but he's been included. We have Derek Boyata, Thomas Meunier, Thomas Vermaelen, and Jan Vertonghen. Those are the defenders for the Red Devils, the Belgian team. Then we go to the midfielder, Yannick Carrasco. We have Nacer Chadli, we have Lenda Dandogek, we have Kevin De Bruyne, Moussa Dembele, Marwan Fellaini, and Eden Hazard. We take a look at the forwards, or the strikers, the strike force for the Belgium World Cup. These are still the midfielders: Thorgan Hazard, Adnan Januzaj, Youri Tielemans, and Axel Witsel. So we take a look at the strikers that will be in action for Belgium during the 2018 edition of the World Cup. These are some of the midfielders. Now we go to the forwards. We have Michy Batshuayi, Dries Mertens, and Romelu Lukaku. Those are some of the strikers that will be in action for Roberto Martinez's squad in Russia for the World Cup. Remember, they are seeking to win the World Cup in 2018. Now, Nigeria, they launched their kit this weekend, and in less than one hour, the kit was sold out. So the team was named this afternoon, and we want to take a look, rather the team was named yesterday, and we want to take a look at who will be in action for Nigeria in the 2018 edition of the World Cup. Now, the goalkeepers, we have Daniel Akpeyi, Ikechukwu Nzenwa, and Francis Uzoho. These are the three goalkeepers that have been included in the Super Eagles squad. The defenders, we have Chidozie Awaziem, Leon Balogun, Tyrone Ebuehe, Ederson Echiejole, Brian Idowi, Kenneth Emwero, Abdullahi Shehu, and William Ekong Tose. Those are the defenders that will be in action for the Super Eagles in the World Cup. Now we go to the midfielders. We have Ogenekaro Etebo, Johnny Mikel. We have Wilfred Ndidi, Joel Obi, John Ogu, and Ogenyi Onazi. Those are the midfielders for the Super Eagles squad. Now the forwards, we have Odion Igalo, Kelechi Iheanacho, Alex Iwobi, Victor Moses, Ahmed Musa, and Simeon Mwakanjo. Those are the people that will be the 23-man squad that will be in action for the Nigerian team, the Super Eagles, at the 2018 edition of the World Cup in Russia. Remember, 5 African teams will be in action for representing the African continent, rather, in the 2018 edition of the World Cup. Now, yesterday, Neymar made his first appearance since injuring his foot, and the man, as they say, as once a star, always a star, inspired Brazil to a 2-0 win over Croatia, with the other goal coming from Roberto Firmino in a match that was played at the Anfield Stadium.